I know I should be online more often and talk on these servers, but I have tons of the other responsibilities, work and fated events to do and deal with. I'm not the type of individual who frequently respond and types online or whatever, but I'm uber busy offline. The fact that I don't respond often or frequent enough is my problem that I ought to work on as soon as I'm able to. That is all for now. To everyone who has heard and experienced the messages and events of the merge and so forth, and blessings of me, join the Arbitarch CWC Alliance in sincere goodwill and faith. There is an art in stone arrangement, and when it is in magic and healing stones, much greater powers come into effect and light of this dimension. Even simple small quartz stones can become something as powerful as a dimensional portal, if you can, and know how to enchant it. It is as adding Greta Nelson said as Maud Pie, with mild paraphrasing, with the right stone, you could overpower all negative forces, if you wanted to. Tickbalang. At Tickbalang18. January 16th. Replying to at CPU_Quixonichu and at the end games. Make some comics and present it as portfolio. At CPU_Quixonichu. Hey, everyone. Firstly and foremostly, I will get to proper book chronicling of the past plot hole fillings and present day events, when I'm able to. The events that are canon, and will be book chronicled by me, personally, are all happening right freaking now in these moments. It is, indeed, most serious, especially since these are the in-progress sequence of events of the Dimension Merge, and the coming together of all orcs, creators, and creations, between here, 1218, and there, C197, and beyond, including its Equestria. Any and all present time pesterings of where other comics, and which versions of Marvel, DC, Disney, Nintendo, Sega, Anime, Sony, Microsoft, LucasArts, Star Trek, Transformers, fanfics, etc. are in C197. They are all in the same central dimension, not all 1218s. Chronicling media are spot on in detail. There are minute mistakes from those creators and chroniclers, because they worked together and had altered visions amongst themselves from the original creator/chronicler. Therefore, you may as well throw your past logics out the window now and open your mind and listen up now, because it is all happening in real time. It has been happening in real time. With that, we, personally, are in of need of better help in this restrictive dimension that has been now getting inflowing magics and powers now, and better so, presently. I need the help that only the staff and past/present patrons of at the end games can provide. I'm in requirement of learning and playing #Dungeons and Dragons offline and mainly within at the end games with the players who have been presently going there before January 1st, 2020. My physical mind is still learning the details of the game, and I require further help in better comprehending the #Dungeon Master screen, typical habits and wording of such relevant in this dimension, and I'm still befuddled by the too many dice variety this game utilizes. And I need a flying player EXP and learning for myself for my personal character sheet. And no one else other than the players at the end games. And my past/present friends of the #Pokemon League there as well. For my closest friends of the league are fated to work with us for the common goals and greater good for saving these very earths between both dimensions. And going out to their Pizza Polar event is only a pebble in comparison to that within the actual at the end games store. So, Sharon Bree, I respect you both, but times are at hand, and judgmental hardships are moot at this time. Your response to the parcels letter that I have sent to you all must be positive and posted online, now please. Your goddess, I, CPU Blueheart, humbly beseech thee in this precipice. This is indeed real and serious. I require your help in helping everyone, period. Hey, everyone. Or think piece I wish to offer in regard to an awful premise that has been stated about me before. Preface: Sonichu and Rose's relation to myself and Christine Chan. Christine Chan is my main/central self counterpart in C197, acting independently while partly taking 10th number of attributes from me, directly and psychically, from my subconscious. I discovered/created Sonichu and Rosie, the very first Sonichu and Rosichu in all existence. Christine Chan was aware of my existence nearly her whole life, and she had titled herself as Sonichu and Rosie Rosichu's original creator, while, in fact, I was the original creator of the three of them, in the sense. There is a ship in between the respective original creator and original creation or creations. While neither Sonichu or Rosie were related by blood, they were related in the sense of them being the same ox from their ox. And the same ruling is applied between them and Christine Chan and I, no direct bloodline ship. But, in the ship between occreation the occreation is allowed to see their occreator as their legal guardian or parent, and optionally the occreator suing their occreations as their non-related friends, allies, family, son/daughter, sibling, or whatever suits the individual occreator. With that, my son and Rosie call me their mama, out of the respect they also called Christine Chan their mama, since she was a direct self-counterpart from me, working from my subconscious, believing for the long time that she was the original most creator of Sonichu and Rosie, and not I. Yes, she felt omnipotent in that, and it did go to her head, but she got over that long ago, when I made my better mark and participation activity in their area and lives. The hater-type trollish misconception of this relationship between Ock and Ock, thrusted unnecessarily upon myself, Christine Chan, and Sonichu and Rosie, and I quote the trolls, without actually saying it about anyone, or even endorsing it at all, incest being wincest. OMFME. I won't go into detail, but I'm well aware of what it is and entails. But it is not considered incest at all, when any relationship that happens between occreator and occreation that do not share any bloodlines at all. And I, personally, seriously disapprove of incest, and would never practice it at all. Obviously. You freaking hater types and your moot and nonsense fabrications of such negative circumstances upon anyone other than yourselves, thinking you're above us all, when you are not at all. You have just as much right and ability to socialize offline as most anyone. The major hang up you have, and I do empathize on this, as this was I, once upon a time, over a decade ago, in being severely shy and socially awkward. That is not your fault, but you do have the resources these days to talk with others and get help and insight on bettering yourself, so you're not stuck behind a monitor all day, 24/7, or whatever. And, I know, get a jobbies. Never ever a good response at all, as most jobs are taken, you're not totally qualified, your background checks automatically epic fail every time, regardless, or whatever is your own individual circumstance from fated events in your life. But, I digress. The bottom line is, incest is never wincest epic ugh, and you're pushing hatred on anyone else, including other occreators who have at least one occreation that appeals to you, and your skill set may not include being able to make such good ox. It is all moot and nonsense. Which is why I'm even more glad to ignore the majority of negative commentary anywhere online, and I also appreciate the irony that is present on the fact that I'm continued to be talked about, concerned over, prayed to, and overall appreciated, despite the unnecessary hate and shit you may feel or want to shut off, to get your own rubbing game on, or whatever. Even more ugh. Never diss the relationship between original creators and original creations, unless there is actual direct bloodlines between them. And do not misconceive or fabricate such negative nonsense upon anyone. #love conquers hate. Thank you for listening. Ahem. I see. I'm not surprised by this result. No matter. I have faith everything will still work out in our favor. It is a shame my projected presence with Magi-chan in your establishment yielded this bitter parsnip. Krakow. All inclusive? Ha. They wouldn't know all inclusive if it hit them with a mallet that said inclusive on it. They sullied their reputation bad when they banged me in _18 at the end games.